Hello, this is Kerbal Space Program again. Thanks for joining me. Now, last time we brought back a stranded Kerbal to the Minmus station, so we can move on to the back to Kerbin, where he needs to be brought to count as rescued. That was Nelwise Kerbin, and I was just looking at whether we will actually keep him or not. He's yet another pilot, and I do have plenty of pilots. I don't really see a need for many pilots right now. And the reason I'm checking this is because, well, as my crew all need to land on Minmus and plant a flag there to get 3 stars with minimum effort, I'm just thinking of whether we actually want to land with him on Minmus or not. I think I will not land and delay the decision a little bit, but probably Nelwise will not stay with us. Let me take a note of that. He will probably be left behind or allowed to join another space program. Yes. So, let's go back to the Minmus station. And I believe he wanted to undock and then move his capsule to the top of the return vessel. And from there on, yeah, that's how it will work. So let's see. This craft has the hatch sideways, okay. Well then, control from here. Oh, what's happening? Turn this off, put it on regular SAS, undock. Yeah, I don't need those right now, thank you. Turn SAS on, fine control, RCS. I want to go down a little bit. Okay. Let's actually target this just as a reference so that we get a relative speed indication. What does docking port alignment? So closing velocity is 0, that's good. Cancel that out. I want to move down to about this position. And then hold there, bring out the engineer and have her move the capsule over. Oh, the right? No, not quite yet. Oh, let's see. Would be this way, yeah. Oh, 5 millimeters. Well, 4 millimeters. That's pretty much spot on. Let's hold here. Let's see. So, oh, come on, hedge. Oh, hedge. Ah, EVA. Good. See whether you can. Probably not move this right away. If you're a screwdriver, okay. Oh, you can. Excellent. Okay. Board back in. Switch back to the other vessel. Nelwise and Agavin are both aboard. Excellent. And we will have to avoid arming this chute, so I will move this to this place. We currently have 600 meters left, Delta V. That's a lot. Yeah, we could land on that, but let's not. Let's just not. Okay. Unselect target. How do we unselect the targets? Well, target this, unselect. So now station no longer targeted. And let's plot, actually let's get away from the station first. Where do we need to go? Burn will happen soon, so I will go a little bit. I go retrograde instead. Okay, let's head a little bit retrograde. How much RCS do we have left? Oh, and we have plenty of supplies left. Well, that's because of the planned tourists. So yeah, let's use RCS to bring us away from the station. Perhaps is down to 26. Guess that's okay. RCS off. Return from the moon. We'll create us a node in a couple of minutes on the other side. And now we can go and fine tune this. Look at Kerbin. So that's what we are looking for. Bring this down to a reasonable altitude. Theoretically we could bring it down to below 30 kilometers, but let's just say we stick with our slightly more cautious approach. 40 kilometers, and we will also be using some of our fuel when we get back to improve the situation. Actually, let's keep... no, we have a pretty much instantaneous burn there. So yeah. Good. Actually, let's just go. Hopefully we will not crash into the station, but... oh, and I also need to extend these panels. Just for a second. Extend panel. Extend panel. Now we can move on. Don't need that anymore. We have the tourist job, the goo observation job, and the rescue job all done. Well, the rescue job isn't fully done yet, but you know. Although one reason to actually use the parachute would be to have a, well, right now, center of mass will be a little high when we actually land. So, let's see. And why? Oh, yeah, I need to stage in this engine. Okay, Kerbin, how's it looking? This one. Yeah, it's all good. Fine. The two we will be correcting there anyway. So how about we do set this parachute, but for something that happens after our main shoot. So let's see, we deploy these at 3000 for pre-deployment and full deployment at 500. And let's see, we cannot, guess that's the full deployment altitude. I really don't want that to be high. Or like, yeah, 300, and the minimum pressure is, I don't know, say 0.75. I really don't know where the pressure is. Well, we will just deploy it manually. That's better. So we will set it to 0.5. That's somewhere lowish. And whatever spread angle 7 is, I don't know. Okay. So let's plan our return here. That's the periapsis. So let's see, add a maneuver there in 8 days. That's okay. I would like to have a maneuver at, only need 14 seconds, so something at 85 kilometers. Not fixed time. Well, fixed time is okay. Anyway, anything at, where's the altitude? Circularize at Altitude 85. Great. Delete that. Now we have a pointer where 85 kilometers is. We will just reduce all of that. And just spend 441 meters retrograde. Let's see what happens to our periapsis. 31 is a little low, so we do want to go a little bit outwards. And another bit, that's the wrong one, this one. 441, we still got a little bit margin. Let's see, 32 kilometers. Let's keep this, let's say, above 35. And spend the rest of our delta V retrograde. Exactly like this, please. Well, this way. Yep, that's fine. Okay, let's also rename this maneuver just so we know what's happening there. Wow, that's a lot of things to do until then. 2 ops, 3 entry, burn. Both. Excellent. Let's just check. 23 days of supplies, that's plenty. And you guys have fun returning. Back to the Space Center. We don't need that anymore. And let's just take a quick save. But next thing, just the new next Kessler cleanup thingy. We are getting very close to having Kerbin low orbit cleaned up completely. And let's see, the tourist bus is ready before that, but we will we will have to roll it out. So walk to there. Okay, can we roll it out to pad B? Yes, we can. Okay, 2 hours, that's fine. We will have this maneuver next. So let's just walk there. And visit Lisbro on one of her last maneuvers for the debris cleaning. Although we may have to return to the tank station for a quick refuel before we can take care of the last ones, because as you remember we had a minor accident there. Good. And let's double check. Yeah, that's a... wait. Let's try this again. Home and transfer to the target. Great. Well, why is this intersect so bad? Oh, there's another intersect over there. Okay. Execute. Auto warp. I don't need that anymore. It will be interesting to see the Kerbin tank when we also attach this module. Lisbro has been collecting quite the interesting set of station modules there. Also needs to be transferred. Just so we have the room free here for any actual scrapping, because as you remember this tank is for some reason not visible to the scrapping code. Okay, that was the home and transfer. Fine tune our closest approach of 800 meters down to 20. Create a node in 2 minutes. Wow. And after that we will match velocities. RCS do we have left? Oh, we have a full supply of RCS. Excellent. 24 meters, create the rendezvous node 13 meters per second. So I will actually go down 0.6 seconds. May even not be enough, but okay. And it looks like we will probably meet on the dark side. Yeah, just before sunrise. Well, just at sunrise actually. Not too bad. Look at the horizon. Yes, there's pretty much sunrise. And what's that? Is that another of these? If that's the exact same thing, then maybe. So that's a TSZ1 hab module. This is what? Oh, come on. TSZ1 hab section. Yeah, 2 of them. Well, how about then we bring 2 of them back? We can always scrap them while at the station. I mean, it's not like... The only difference is that we are carrying around more mass this way. Pretty much exactly double the mass, but why not? Okay. Okay, let's see. How do we approach this? Hopefully a little bit sideways, because I don't even know where I have enough room on the station to attach these, but let's worry about one thing after the other. Relative velocity is still 200 millimeters. Okay, that's pretty much stopped. Now let's see this bro. Reviver equipped? Yes, can we grab this? It's too far. Then let's move on over there. So activate those and Jesus. Grab, hold on to there. Hopefully now, yes, now you can grab it. Okay. And we will just attach it here. And go back there. Grab, board. Excellent. So let's see. More supplies. Let's bring these supplies. Actually, okay, like this. All of them out of there just to move the center of mass down. Okay, that leaves us with 230 meters per second. Let's see. Actually, let's quickly have a look at the station and check whether we have room for these modules, because if not, then we might as well dispose of them, even though it means disposing of a number of supplies. But I guess that's not a major issue. So, station, you rename this vessel back to actually being the Kerbin tank. The thing you're supposed to be. Do we have any nodes where we could attach them? No. This is... could attach them further out here, maybe. Or sideways, like this. Top of that, but I don't want that. This is a return craft. I guess, yeah, we'll have to find a point, probably attaching them to the batteries for this time being, or to this engine. Something like that. We also need to dispose of this entire thing. Still has plenty of fuel, so we will be using that. And plenty of monopropellant in this entire thing. Well, let's see. Okay. Let's go back to Lispro. There's Lispro, there's Lispro. Maybe also rename her vessel to something more sensible. Name that Kerbin Orbit Kessler Cleaner. Oh, debris cleanup. That was, I believe, the name which it had. Something like that. Let's see, next piece of debris. How many are there left? One here, and that's it. So let's see, we are in a 80 by 90 orbit. That is in a lower orbit and will catch up with us. This one is also in a lower orbit. Okay, which one is faster? I guess this one is faster. Okay. So this Tolman transfer. When will this be? 41 meters sounds weird. I don't know. That's bringing us up to something in 4 days. No. Let's see. If I add a node here and start shifting that. Okay, that's many orbits. Want to pay attention to this. Actually still less than 4 days. Well, it is 4 days. This MacJab messed up the entire calculation here. Okay, so let's say after this I want to fine-tune the closest approach to target to 20 meters. What would that entail? That's 9 meters. That's a lot better. Now why is this shifting? Why is this shifting? Doesn't make sense. Orbit is not changing at all. Ah, weird. Anyway, let's see. I do have the timer set up for this, so I will have a note here. Oh, and I forgot to clean up the previous one. Hey, this is better. Now, replot note, just as a reminder, we need to replot that. Not as a fine-tune note. I think Lispro now has plenty of living space here. Pretty much the same amount as on the tank station, so that's fine. 9.7 meters and then probably about the same for matching velocities. I think that's alright. We still have margin. Good. Lispro again in 4 days. Let's see what's next here. Minmus rover burn in a day and in 1.5 days. Which means you even get to watch the launch of this tourist bus, which I had planned to do off camera, but I guess that's the next thing to do. An interesting little bit of, well, it's still running out. interesting vessel in that it doesn't probably not have quite enough fuel to do the entire mission, but it can dock at the Minmus station for some refueling. So let's see. Our mission, the contract, which is paying for this entire thing. Oh, hello, there's something. Finds points, but no, never mind. Or is it not a new one? Let's see. It has to be a new one, and I'm not currently launching something. Unmanned tool, the one, so no. The mission that I took was 4 tourists to Minmus, land them there. Nelibas, or Nelbas actually, Elrod, Gilsel and Utrecht. I hope I can remember that. But it should be the last 4, so that's okay. Let's launch this now. Clear all. Start with clearing all. Some of the orbital modules. This one will be... Yeah, that's the 4 tourists. So let's bring in the 4 tourists. Okay, so that's the 4 tourists. Now for the actual pilot of this. Here's my list of people who still need to go to Minmus only. Not with them. And pick a pilot from that list. Didos is a scientist. You're not going to be the pilot. Tanoli is an engineer. You're not going to be the pilot. Closer is an engineer. Alfred, another scientist. Scroll down. Where is the next one? Idri, you're a pilot EVA. Excellent. You are going to fly the thing. Now let's go back to the list here. Didos, welcome aboard. Oli, welcome aboard. Klauser, welcome aboard. Alfred. And we still have 4 more cabins. So let's see. Tidri, you're... I think I just picked Tidri as the pilot. So the next one will be Lambert. Where's Lambert? This is Lambus. I want Lambert. Another pilot. Excellent. We have a spare reserve pilot. And that's 1, 2, 3 more. So people who need to go to different places. That is Maxon and Advis. So let's see whether Maxon, engineer, excellent. We will need a lot of engineers in the future if we want to play with some of the construction stuff. Advis, where's Advis? Here's Advis, unfortunately another pilot. And the final slot will go to Bekas. Bekas, where are you? Armin Bekas, another pilot. Our least experience of all of them. Let's see. Loading times. Okay. Well then. And it's all the wrong way around. I need to pick a different control from somewhere. Crew hatch. So this module. Control from here. Excellent. Now it's the right way around. Let's target Minmus just so we get right into into its plane. As you can see, it's pretty much a slightly extended solid rocket booster stage actually. Back to the full tank here, all filled up. We are not full on the supplies because we really don't need that much. 25 days is way more than enough. So let's see, ascent, we want to go to 85 only and into the plane of target, 1 hour 45 54 minutes. Let's check staging. We have the solids, the decoupling of the solids. That is the fairing that needs to go somewhere else. About here, I believe. That's the second stage, so we will be arming until there. Then we have the coupling and the service module and a bunch of other things. Okay. Arm this and engage autopilot, and then path 55 degrees is okay. Our thrust to weight ratio is not bad. Go there. Unfortunately, it looks like we will be launching during the night. Yeah, it will be a, well, yeah, just after dusk. Yeah, dusk it is. Let's see, where's our pilot? Not Teddy. I think it's Teddy, right? Yep, Teddy. Okay. And we'll disable auto warp. I think I will also not time warp during this launch again, as it's quite a big craft. We're still in the green as far as the time indicator is going, so normal speed launch, but yeah, no point risking the lives of well, the 4 tourists, but more importantly, our 5 astronauts. Or Kerbinauts, if you wish so. Core booster is about to burn out, and then we will be on the outside solids only. As always. Core 1 has a shorter burn time just to keep the G-forces under control during ascent. Would have probably gone a little bit more shallow, but so, oh yeah, we are above path. Well, never mind. Could we try to turn a little more? Yeah. Let's see whether the parachute settings are actually still okay for that. I didn't increase the parachutes after extending the solids, so we might actually lose that stage. And we can definitely ditch the fairings now. As you can see, it's pretty much the same module as the what's it? The space camp with the same heat shields. I think I extended the service tank just a tiny bit. Rearranged the solar panels so we have some struts here as an improvised landing gear. Sort of. We do have the probe core here, but I don't think we will be using it, although I didn't bring a screwdriver, so never mind. Let's see. Auto hit orbit. Well, not yet, but looks like we will have quite enough fuel to go to Minmus, capture at Minmus, and probably, well, let's see whether it will have enough to initiate the landing burn. Let's see, 69 coming up on leaving atmosphere. Yes, all of the solar panels, why not? Actually, let's get rid of these. Retract. Okay, service module panels are out. Definitely good recharge. Don't need that anymore. It's still going, right? No, it's not. Why? Come on. Circularize, please. Why does this not have... For some reason I've skipped circularization there. And let's see, where will our transfer be? Hopefully we are not missing it just now. Let's see. We're still a minute out, so how about we check Holman to the target. Node in 1 in 45 seconds. That's at pretty much the same spot. Excellent. So let's quickly head over to Minmus, check out the node that we have created here. Looks like we will be executing a mid-course anyway, so let's just use this a little bit like that. Yeah, that's okay, I hope. And go there. He even recovered the stage, but lost a little bit due to speed. Entry was 6.43 meters out of 6 needed for a perfectly soft landing. Anyway, let's see. He wanted to get rid of that. And looks like we will have about 300 meters left when entering Minmus SOI, so that's perfect actually. Okay, let's have a look. Gray moon encounter somewhere, but we are just dodging it. Yep, 300 meters left. Let's perform a course correction. We do not even need a course correction. We could go straight for landing like this. Well, yeah, let's just do a course correction anyway. Somewhere around here, please. Oh, come on. This is target. Add a maneuver there. We want to come down slightly. A little bit down on the normal, and that's better, yeah. Perhaps this is 23 kilometers. We could even bring that in a tad. Oh, that's touchy. $16. Why not? 16 is good. No, actually 16 is not good. That's too low. If we go for the landing burn, then we don't want to be that low. So we will just do a 1.1 meter per second inclination correction to bring us into a roughly equatorial orbit. Excellent. That's about here. Yeah, that should be fine. Good. Let's go back to the Space Center. And let's see, I have a note that the Minmus rover is supposed to land at a particular landing site. We probably took a mission to land something or other there. Active missions. And a probe on the Minmus at specified target. Space Penguins Incorporated. Okay, something. Station impact target, whatever. Wait, was there another? Oh yeah, the second contract, right. Okay, let's have a quick save. And let's see where this rover currently is. Minmus rover, there it is. Very close to Minmus already. Let's try to get a look at Minmus. Okay, we already plotted for a polar orbit insertion at an altitude of 22 kilometers. So we can pretty much go ahead, time warp until it's entering the SOI, let's say 5 hours. Why didn't I delete this? I don't know. Yeah, probably so we can transition slowly so that we do not mess up this node at all. Or maybe because I didn't... Yeah, because I didn't actually change the node after performing the mid-course correction, which was also already fully automated on the flight computer, so that's why. Okay. Go slowly anyway. It's a 3-minute warning, so... Okay, we should now be in the SOI. Yes, we are. And so let's just move on. Let's see whether we might even... Yeah, I guess we even have a connection during the burn. But I didn't know beforehand, so that's why flight computer will perform this node. And let's actually fly this. Hello there, little rover dude. You already know these, but at least on Minmus we will have so much delta V left over, hopefully. Oh well, we will see. Okay, flight computer. Good. Yep. Actually, let's get rid of that and that. I hope you didn't hear that. There's a very noisy plane outside. That's... I'm up here. Is the engine activated? Yes, it is. 160 meters, okay. That's a little shy of what we have. Hopefully, yeah, that should still leave us enough for starting the deorbit and ditch this stage into a collision with Minmus. I really need to fix the effects on that engine. And yeah, it's still waiting for off. We can remove that. We have a connection, so let's just... We have maybe the smoke screen thing, so I could... Well, never mind. We will not be fixing this now. So let's see, where do we want to land? Here, at this target. Activate navigation there, so we will have to wait until it's turned around, and that will be a little while. Hopefully after this. Let's see. What is Minmus rotation period? Doesn't tell. Well then. Tell here either. Yep. Annoying. Well, we have plenty of time for this, but it looks like... Oh, let's see. Will be a couple orbits. We definitely don't have... Well, we don't have enough fuel in this stage to do a major plane change. And also when we deorbit, we need to pay attention that we actually have a reliable connection then. This will be interesting. So in about an hour we made it from there to there. So it will actually conflict with this correction burn, that's annoying. And when we are landing, the satellite will not be overhead anymore. Definitely not on this orbit. Let's just add a reminder for this right now, that we will come back here right after this course correction for the Minmus tourist bus. Let's see, actually, since this is so far out, we can probably just perform this right now. Let's point at the node. We have plenty of RCS, 1.1 meter burn, we can do this on RCS. This is a, well, still 19-ton vessel. Okay, are we pointed at the node? Let's say yes. Okay, that's good enough, I would hope. Let's check the actual result. Yeah, that's fine. And we will just plot a circularization as a capture burn there. So circularize at periapsis, create this node, delete this one. That's 160 meters, plenty, excellent actually. We will just be able to use this for all of our deorbit burning. So, yep, that is the capture burn. But let's go back to where we were. Although I see this episode is getting long again, so maybe we should continue this in the next one. We say I try to keep these definitely below 1 hour, and this one is very much closing in on the hour. So yeah, I think this is still a lot of waiting, so I will just wait off camera, and we will start with that at the beginning of the next episode. I hope you did enjoy, and also hope to see you in the next one. Until then, have a nice time. Bye bye.